So is the fourth time the charm? Nope. This week we're talking about Fantastic Four on reviewsfortherestofus.com. How is it? Where should you see it? And who should you see it with? So believe it or not, this is the fourth time they've tried this. I thought it was the third time, but I did a little research on IMDb. Turns out the very first movie called The Fantastic Four was filmed in 1994. It was never even supposed to make it to theaters. It was just Stan Lee's way of making sure they kept the rights because they were at risk of losing them back then. That's what happened the first time. Well, here you are 3 times later, and they're still trying it. This time with a completely new crew and a somewhat rebooted storyline that basically has them traveling to another dimension, and well, that's where things go south.
All right, gentlemen, hands and feet must remain inside the ride at all times. Don't blow up. Don't blow up. Oh yeah, that's what I want to hear before going into another dimension.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, so how is this movie? I desperately wanted to tell you it's the best. I desperately wanted to tell you finally they got it right, but they didn't. I don't think you're gonna like this movie. The storyline it's okay. It's kind of lame, but it's okay. The whole brand new crew that are the Fantastic Four, I hate to say this, but they're just all right. And then the other weird thing about this movie, it's an hour and 40 minutes long. It takes over an hour before they even become the Fantastic Four. And by then, I'm afraid you're just going to kind of lose interest. So where should you see it? Well, if you're a die-hard Marvel fan and you just have to see this movie, sure, see it in the theater if you are that kind of person, because the special effects are cool. That's probably the biggest redeeming part of this movie. Great special effects. Otherwise, wait and see it on Redbox. Spend $1.50 or $2. Don't spend the kind of money you'd spend on a theater. I mean, movies out right now like Ant-Man or Mission Impossible Rogue Nation are far more worth that kind of money. So who should you see it with? Well, a lot of Marvel movies are PG-13. This one's no exception. And a lot of Marvel movies, people take their 8, 9, 10-year-olds too because they're relatively safe. This one's a little bit less so. It's a little bit more violent than some other Marvel movies. They drop some foul language pretty often in this movie as well, and it gets kind of dark at times. So I'd say 13 on up is probably the lowest you want to go. Night out, yeah, sure. Again, if you're a bunch of Marvel fans. Hey, I hope you like us and subscribe on YouTube. And please tell your friends. That's how we grow at Reviews for the Rest of Us. And again, if you're not in the mood to see this movie, Fantastic Four, you can check out our review of Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, one of the most popular movies in the country right now, by clicking right here on reviewsfortherestofus.com. Reviews for movie fans by movie fans.